Hi, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well, wherever you are in the world, and whatever you're doing today. I'm recording a short video. I haven't recorded a video in a couple of weeks. We've just got, as I've said in previous videos, we've got so much going on. It's just kind of hard to keep on top of weekly videos. The thing that's mainly on my mind at the moment and that I wanted to talk about today is my work life, because since I started the carnivore diet and this was just over 6 months ago now, I've got all my health and energy back after 8 years of being not fit for work and just laid up on the sofa all day, every day, both physically exhausted and cognitively incapacitated. So working, holding down a job, a career of any kind wasn't an option for me during those years. My full-time job was my body and getting through each day, and as anybody with a chronic illness will understand that. I mean, I know there's plenty of chronically ill people who do have jobs, and I think that if I had been in a job, a stable job, when I first got sick, that had accommodated my illness, I think I'd probably still be in the workforce. But as it was, I was actually in the final year of my PhD, and I was at the top of my game, and I was actually a scholarship student. I was on a top scholarship at the University of Manchester, and I was about to launch into a high-level career in academia, which I thought I wanted. So I was absolutely devastated when that slipped away through my fingers. That was probably the hardest thing I had to lose of all the losses that my illness brought me. My career was the hardest to stomach, and the thing that leaves me feeling most pointless in my life today is the fact that I don't have a career. And when people ask, what do you do? I will tell them I'm a translator, but the truth is I don't translate, and I don't earn an income, and I'm this is the hardest thing to acknowledge. I am dependent on my parents at the age of 43, and it's been that way for 8 years. So that needs to change. And now I know that it can change because I have got my energy back. So, and I have been working. I've been doing bits of work. You know, I definitely feel like I've got my work hat back on. And but what I'm discovering, which I hadn't really realised until now, is that my confidence has died. And that was one area of my life that I had full confidence in, my ability to work. I never commanded a high salary at any point in my life. I've never done that, but I have worked long hours, and only because the only reason I haven't earned highly is because the field I was in doesn't pay highly, but I was working the hardest I could possibly work in those areas of work. I have always pushed myself really hard. I'm a perfectionist, and a lot of my identity was tied up in my academic and professional achievements. So I don't know who I am now. The nightmare began 8 years ago, and now I've woken from the nightmare, and I find myself in the middle of rural Spain. I don't know, like, I've got ideas, but it's like, and it's not, I think I'm just appealing for people, if anybody out, I haven't planned this video, you can probably tell. And I'm not imparting information so much as I think asking for advice. It's not about laziness, and there's not a lack of willingness or a lack of skills or experience or energy. So what am I lacking? And I've realised it's confidence. I have absolutely no confidence in myself in the area of work anymore. And I don't know how to begin building that confidence back while in a state of panic that somehow I have to be bringing in an income. And Ant was going to be bringing in the income. That was the plan. But Ant has also been long-term sick this year, unfortunately, and so that hasn't happened for that reason. It's really, really weird that when I met Ant, I was the one that was sick, and he was the one that was like, don't worry, I've got your back, I'm going to bring you in an income. And then as time's gone on, I've got my health back, and he has become the one who is chronically ill. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. The point is that's why we're in this situation. That's why I'm in a situation now of, I suppose, panic. I don't really know what to do. I can't justify it. I'm sitting here talking and I'm like, how pathetic do I sound? How hard can it be to earn an income? You know, I've always earned an income. Why is it? But it's partly because I'm in Spain, and it's partly because the landscape has changed so much. I'm competing against younger people who know how the world works. I don't know, AI, TikTok, you know, all these work forums and things, and you've got to have all singing, all dancing profile with your recent testimonies and your awards and your this and your that, and mine is 8 years old and there's a gap. And how do I explain that to an employer or to a client? I feel so conscious of that lack of time spent working and how that reflects on me. And I don't know how many steps I can take forwards before I may have to go scuttling backwards and back into my protective hole, because that's been my life for 8 years. You know, you're really not as simple as just, okay, the energy's back, snap back into it. And so I think what I'm getting at with all of this is that the carnivore diet, although it's put me in a place, miraculously put me in a place where I can consider working again and see myself working again, at the same time, that's all theoretical, because I have got a very real process to go through, which I don't even understand, and a rehabilitation process for my professional life that I guess really I wish I had help with. I wish I had like a mentor or somebody who could just guide me back, take the right choices and the right steps. But there isn't that, so I have to do it myself. And as I said, I just don't know where to begin. My skills are languages and grammar. Oh, Ant's calling. Sorry. Ant's stranded in Galicia with a flat tyre. I might have to drive to rescue him because the jack keeps collapsing. Anyway, whatever, I'll answer his call. Okay, yeah, so I am going to have to basically drive to Galicia and sort Ant out. And the dogs are now really hungry and they're looking at me and they're going to start barking any minute. I think they want their dinner. Okay, look, this was just a random video. I'm just... Okay, fine. See you next time. Any suggestions welcome.